Welcome to World Conflict Channel. Battles continue in Ukraine. First, let's start our video with great news from Vuhledar. For Russians, the situation in Vuhledar is getting worse every day. As you know, the Russian army has not been able to break through the almost legendary Ukrainian defense in the region for a long time. It is no secret to anyone that the Russian army suffered its greatest losses in Bakhmut and Vuhledar. Today also was not a very lucky day in Vuhledar for the second strongest army in the world. Russian forces today again carried out a senseless and unsuccessful attack in Vuhledar to break through the Ukrainian defenses. In the attack carried out by the Russian armed forces with the support of heavy armored vehicles, another heavy defeat was added to the defeats of the Russians in the region. According to local sources, the Russians, who faced great resistance from the Ukrainian armed forces, lost at least 150 soldiers and more than 300 were injured in the attack. In addition, Ukrainian troops not only repulsed the attack on Vuhledar, but also made some advances in the region. Many pro-Russian propaganda channels also confirmed that the Russian forces could not protect their positions in Vuhledar in today's attack. Also, more than 40 buses with Wagner forces arrived in the Zaporizhzhia region near Melitopol. Russian sources are hinting towards an offensive there, but 40 buses equals roughly 2,000 soldiers, which isn't even enough to cover Vuhledar losses. We will provide more detailed information on this in our next videos. Now let's move on to the Bakhmut region, where the most critical situation is. After breaking through the defense of Paraskovivka, Russian troops are trying to drive a wedge between Berkhivka and Yadzhidny. According to the information, 2 roads from T0513 to Bakhmut were cut. If this information is correct, it means that Ukraine has only one way to enter Bakhmut. Currently, Wagner forces are trying to completely capture the Berkhivka region. Apart from these, there is no new information from the region at the moment. For Ukraine, the situation in Bakhmut seems to be quite difficult, and this difficult situation is getting more and more difficult with each passing day. In addition to these, Russian propaganda also continues. Russian propagandists think the war will not end before 20 to 72030. So they discuss the idea of forcing hipsters from barber shops and slackers from Moscow to produce ammunition for Russian army.
А мы успеем до конца войны вот это развернуть? Или нам нужно, в общем, закусить губу и понимать, что воевать и побеждать придется обычной 120-миллиметровой миной? Вот той, которая есть, без спутников, без GPS-а.
Первое, надо закусить губу и сегодня побеждать тем, чем есть, и одновременно в режиме ошпаренной кошки делать то, что надо. Вот и все. Не ждать никакого окончания войны. Ничего ждать не надо. Это окончание войны, оно может быть долгим. Я вообще прогнозирую, что это где-то будет 27-30 год, не раньше. А за
Неплохо.
Это время,
обнадеживает.
За это время, закусивши губу, замучимся бегать. Побеждать нужно с современным оружием. И нам его надо поставить в войска. Вот и все.
Сидят части, у них нет Уралов, у них техники нет. Вот что происходит? Снаряды-то есть хотя бы или нет? Или тоже придется проводить частичную трудовую мобилизацию, точить снаряды? Это может любой причем. Даже хипстер, даже вот можно бариста взять и из барбершопов, которые остались, их тоже за неделю можно научить делать снаряды.
Да проще Москва-Сити оцепить, елки-палки. Там этих бездельников столько сидит, ё-моё. Там хватит
Вот,
чуп-чуп.
да.
Правда?
А в торговых
Примерно
центрах
так.
поставить станки, еще сталинские.
Thanks for watching. You can support us by subscribing to our channel.